because unfortunately I still live with my parents. Yes, that is a truly unfortunate thing. I'm very thankful, but I'd really like to have my own space in the world. Yeah. Anywho, so as you can see, I'm drawing a weird guy who I think looks cool, but who probably just looks like a dork, actually, to most people. But I don't really, care. Yeah, don't really care what other people think is cool. I mean, obviously, since we live in a society, unfortunately, you have to, you should be considerate of other people and not dress super weird in ways that makes everyone else uncomfortable. That's at least what I think. So you have to a certain extent, adapt to society, but in my drawings, I can draw super weird people, and they don't necessarily live in this world, so they might be considered pretty normal where they are. Anywho, so this whole video, whoops, there's the camera. This whole video, I'm just gonna kind of talk to you guys, and I thought maybe I'd let you guys get to know me a little bit more. I don't know why. I don't know. It's not like people really care, but maybe someday there'll be some people that care. I do have 7 of you subscribers, so I know that there are at least 7 people that care about something on this channel. So, yep, shout out to you guys. Thanks for subscribing. Alright, so who the heck am I? Who is this weird TheLostCrawford weirdo who makes freaking long videos that seriously need to be shorter? Which, by the way, is why I'm trying to keep them like around 10 minutes, if possible shorter than 10 minutes. This one is really sped up. Oh, there's the shadow. Maybe some of you will recognize that shadow from an earlier video. Anyways, I like how that guy looks. He's a little bit inspired by another character, but basically just his little hat thingy. Anyways, so my name is Caleb, which, from what I understand in Hebrew, means all heart, or fully heart. It also means dog, and all heart is a good description for dogs too, I think. So I was born in October of 1994 in Dallas, Texas. Yep, in a big old city in the middle of Texas. Not where I would choose to be born, but that's where I was born. So, my parents are both followers of Jesus Christ. So am I, actually. Let's not get into like religious, even though I don't really consider us being religious, but anyways, let's not get into that. So basically they were missionaries, and we moved to Germany, to Leipzig, Germany, in 1998. And for those of you who don't know, that's in former Eastern Germany. So we arrived there about 10 years, well, actually 9 years after the wall fell between East and West Germany. So I guess that means, most of my friends were born after the wall fell, but their parents, grew up in communist East Germany. So it's a lot different. It was and is a lot different over there than here in America, where I am now. Anyways, so yeah, we moved to Germany in 1998, and I'll just keep this like pretty short. If I ever do a like longer draw my life video, like when I actually have a lot more subscribers, if that ever happens, then I'll include more details of my life. But for now, I'll just say that I attended German private school for 4 years, German public school for 1 year, British international school for 4 years, and an American boarding school in Germany for 3 years. And that was in the Black Forest, actually. And yeah, my family ended up moving to the Black Forest because everyone ended up going to that school for a while in our family. And yeah, that was cool, especially the time when the 2 years that I lived in a high school dorm away from my parents, and that was cool, being able to be like more independent, be my own person a little bit. Of course, tons of bad stuff happened too, because that's how high school is, but we lived up on a mountain in the Black Forest, surrounded by woods, so that's awesome. Up there, looks like I'm shading in the shadow. The piece I'm drawing there is like a pretty stark black and white piece for the most part. It's actually kind of inspired by the 12 there on the side. Anyway, so in 2014 I made my big return to the US after having spent a year in Bible school back in Germany at the Bodensee, which, what the heck is that? Lake Constance, I think it's called in English. So I went to college for 4 years in Arkansas, and I got a Bachelor of Science, I don't know why it's Bachelor of Science, in Art and Illustration. And I graduated earlier this year in May. So I barely graduated. I almost failed one of my classes in my last semester. I would have failed it if the professor hadn't let me catch up on some assignments after the graduation ceremony. So during the graduation ceremony, I actually thought that I had failed that class and had not graduated, and I was just there for the ceremony even though I wasn't going to get my diploma. So yeah, that was pretty dumb. So now what? Now I'm graduated. I have a college degree. Woohoo! Which is, who cares if you have an art and illustration degree, and people really only care about how your artwork is. So you know what actually made the college experience valuable was getting a lot of practice in drawing and art and stuff. And just making good friends was definitely worth it. I made some of the best friends I ever had in college, and that made the whole experience worth it. That and, learning more about art and becoming a more well-rounded person by, studying literature and psychology and history and all of the other things. It's not like I learned a ton, but anyways, here I am. Looks like the video is about over, so I'll have to talk to you guys more another time. Hope you like the drawing. It's kind of weird. That's all I have to say for now. So, talk to you guys later.